Morning in Singapore. The morning of the second day started quite early. We don't have much time, and we want to visit a lot of things. As we said on the first day, according to the program, we were supposed to stay in another hotel, but we decided to pay extra and stay in Marina Bay Sands. And here too there are sights, so we have a quick breakfast and make beautiful photos of the famous rooftop pool. And after that we hit the road. Given that we are completely on our own, and the choice of activities and attractions in Singapore is huge, it was quite difficult for us to choose how we wanted to spend the second day of our trip. After a short debate, out of all the options of where to go today, we chose Sentosa Island with its huge amusement park and oceanarium. So our video today will be from there. First of all, let's go to the oceanarium, or rather, as it is called here, Sea Aquarium. The giant aquarium on the island of Sentosa opened in the year 2012. It is said to be the largest aquarium in the world, and it is not hard to believe it once you go inside. The complex is divided into several halls, and in each of them there is something to see. A huge number of sea creatures, it is written 800 different species, and in total there are about 100,000 all sorts of large and small fish and mollusks. There are over 200 sharks alone. Imagine that the total volume of water in the aquariums, 54.5 million liters. For all these sea creatures, the environment is created as close to reality as possible. Here and the wreckage of ancient ships and coral. And among all this beauty swim groupers, tiger sharks, huge rays, all sorts of small colorful fish. In another hall, crabs including giant Japanese spider crabs, a huge number of starfish, moray eels, and even a whole pavilion dedicated to jellyfish. It really does feel like you're in a bathyscaphe at the bottom of the sea. You be sure to come here with your kids, they will love it. You can even touch some of the sea creatures. Well, we go further. Universal Studio Amusement Park is waiting for us. The huge Universal Park on Sentosa Island is the first amusement park in Asia, built in the atmosphere of Hollywood. Everything here is designed as scenes from famous Hollywood movies, everything down to the smallest detail. To begin with, we put out things in the luggage room to make it easier to rest and go to enjoy the adventure. In total, there are 24 attractions divided into 7 themed areas. The very first one is the Walk of Fame. In addition to cafes, restaurants, and stores, you can catch the Broadway-style musical Universal Monsters at the local theater. Incredible. Just unbelievable. And then there's New York. Here, for example, you can ride a steam train in the pavilion dedicated to the Macaroni Monster, or you can visit Steven Spielberg's famous attraction called Light Camera. Begin, where you'll be told and shown how special effects are created in movies. The next area is simply sci-fi and literally everything that is connected with fantastic movies. The most famous attraction here is the Transformers in 5D. It's unbelievable. You get in a special car, put on glasses, and you are fully present. It's like you're actually participating in a battle of huge robots. Everything moves, falling from a height. It all seems real. There is also a roller coaster ride made in the style of the TV series Battlestar Galactica. 2 routes, red and white, are a bit different in extreme, but both are good. The next area is dedicated to the movie The Mummy. The Revenge of the Mummy ride is highly recommended. Racing in the dark at breakneck speeds is something to behold. In Jurassic Park, you can ride along the river among the big prehistoric animals. Just know that you will come back wet, so it is better not to take cameras with you. And kids will love the dinosaur carousel. Shrek's Faraway Kingdom is another highlight of the park. A huge real fairy tale castle strikes with its beauty. It makes you want to go and find your princess somewhere in there. Inside the castle, a small cartoon about Shrek and Fiona is shown with 4 special effects like water sprinkling and rocking seats. Nearby is the Tower of the Cat in Boots with its own attraction. After the Mummy, of course, it is not the same sensations, but still very interesting. Well, children will definitely like it. In general, all entertainment and attractions, of course, it is impossible to describe. A show of stuntmen of the water world or a rousing holiday based on the cartoon Madagascar, all this should just be seen. Universal Studio Park is simply a must-see. It is incredible and, believe me, will be remembered for a long time. That's it, our day has come to an end and we are done at Universal Studio. Now we're off to the airport and off we go back to Phuket. A couple of notes about Universal Studio. First, make sure you get your tickets outside of Sentosa Island, absolutely, because there's a huge line, especially if you're coming on a weekend. There, in Singapore, in agencies, you can buy for the same price, absolutely. But you come here and enter without a queue. And the second thing, be sure to buy an express entry card. Spend some money, but at least you will visit all attractions you can enter without queue. Because if you come here with a regular ticket, of course, it is very cool, but you will stand in line for each attraction. It could take an hour and a half, 40 minutes. Imagine, during these 5 hours, while you are here, without this express entry card, you will visit, well, let's say 3 or 4 attractions just for this money. And with the express entry card, you can visit all of them. Basically, in 5 hours, you can manage to visit all the attractions of this park. One thing is simple. To be honest, 2 days even for a cursory exploration of Singapore is still not enough. In fact, 2 days should be spent on Singapore itself and another 2 days on the island of Sentosa. But unfortunately, we were limited in time, as well as most tourists who fly here from Phuket. So plan ahead. Prepare in advance what you want to visit so you don't waste time in Singapore itself. And we will probably come here again and show you what else is interesting in this wonderful city-state. Welcome to Phuket, we're home.